Hello guys, and welcome back to Stourvale Railway. I hope you've been keeping well. Update's been a little while in coming, I appreciate, but today's the day that I can announce that I have done the first stage of the rebuild. So we've got the basic loop at the bottom, and from there I'm going to obviously expand the lower level bits first and complete that, thoroughly test and make sure I'm happy, and then in a little while after that I will start building the upper level. So I've taken my time, I've made sure that I've done it in, you know, a reasonable pace, a pace where I've thought about it, and a pace where was comfortable for me along with working. So in an ideal world it would have been done quicker, but I'm actually happy that I haven't raced through it. I've rushed, I've had time to think through things, come across a couple of minor little conundrums, but they were easily sorted and resolved. And the proof in the pudding for me really was last week when I wired it all up to test, and to my amazement everything worked first time. So I was really pleased. You will have to excuse it is just a basic loop at the minute, but I'm going to build it in stages so that I can ensure that if there was any issues I should be able to isolate any fault finding, and also just taking my time. Like I say, one of the lessons I learned from the first Stourvale was I was an impetulant child. I wanted to track down and I wanted to play trains, so I've tried to get away with that, or away from that should I say, and taken my time. So without me waffling on, let me show you the layout so far. So here we are again then, starting at the junction. Obviously this is the start of the incline to the upper level, as you can see. You will have to excuse the mess and debris that's left around the sides. So this is where obviously the trains will come down onto this junction that then brings them onto the lower level. And as we come round, we've got the double track all the way around, goes round the bends, turntable over there buried under all the cardboard in the distance, the mock-up of the P-way department, and then the junction. So the idea of this junction here is for trains, if they come down from the upper level, we'll be able to switch them over. They'll come over because this outer loop here is just a basic loop all the way around, and that is to allow trains to run round, and then when they're ready to come into the station, back over this junction and then back onto this inner line, which as you see when it comes around here will lead on to this junction here, which will be the start of the station. So here and here, this is where the station will be, there and there. And the idea is that these are two platforms so that you have one train in. As I've mentioned before, at some point in the future when money allows, I will be switching over to the KD coupling system. It's not just money allowing, it's converting some of my old stock to accept NEM pockets to then be able to do the KDs as well. So what you'll see here is just under the track, and I want to thank Richard from Everard Junction for this. I went on eBay and picked myself up some neodymium magnets, and they have been put under the track, just so that that's there and ready for when trains will pull into the station, because obviously coming down from the incline the engine is always going to be at this end. So magnet there and there, so the train can uncouple, come around this point, run round its train, and then obviously come back onto the front. However, again, as you'll be able to see there and there is obviously another set of magnets for coupling and uncoupling. The reason why there's another point here is what I'm looking to do, which is going to be the next phase. So the second phase of the lower level is I'm going to be configuring some sort of storage siding areas around here. Ideally I might have a point about here, because I might have a little siding running off to the edge here, and then a line carrying on running down here with another set of points, and then two long sidings for coach and stock running down there. What you will see, obviously, these black electrical tape marks, which that one's buried, these are going to be where the legs come down from the lower level, so I've got that marked out so that I can plan where and when. And then the final stage, the last stage on the lower level, will be this road here. This is the one that's going to run through to the turntable, and then in this area here I'm going to see what more storage or siding areas that I'm going to be able to fit in. And obviously this will probably be the route to the turntable. So that's the plans, that's the progress so far. Thanks for your continued support. It is really appreciated, and I will look forward to updating you further. Many thanks, and speak to you soon. Bye. So here we go, let's run some trains on the new Stourvale. Just a quick session. Hello everybody, this is Stourvale. Just going to show you a quick demonstration of the station area, so where you can see the two locos currently stationed. So that's going to be the lower station area. Obviously, because I haven't got the upper bit done yet, we're going to have to do a bit of improvisation, but I thought I'd show you just a quick little bit of a run-in session as to a train that will eventually have come from the upper level down the incline here, joined the main line on the junction, swung round, come round to the outer running loop. So without further ado, I will start that off. So we use Bideford for this, so there we go. We'll just pretend you've not come out the station. So I've come down the upper incline, round the bend there, and then the idea here is obviously comes down. It's not ready to go into the station yet, or the station might be occupied by other trains waiting to be sent, so you can have this running round, and this can just happily run round on its own little continuous loop. And then when you're ready for it, obviously set the junction the other way. There we go, excuse the spinning around. So we're getting ready, we've cleared a platform now, imaginarily, obviously. So we're coming back round to the junction. Back over to the junction, back on that line, and then we're going to be straight over into the station. So there you go. And obviously the other bit there will be, as I've pointed out earlier, here are the neodymium magnets for when I go to the KDs, so the engine will pull over those, uncouple itself, and then run round the train. Now there's two bits. If they're obviously like currently where there's two trains in the station, could run round the whole loop again and join back on the back end. Or if this second platform was empty, the idea is it comes up, runs round, and then obviously joins back on the front over there. And then obviously from that point it will be a train which is again ready to depart up to the upper station, or it could go back on the outer loop and run round and circle until the line become vacant up there. So there's lots of possibilities. So I'm pleased with the first stage. That's where we are with that. So I'm just in the process of having a bit of testing with it, and then the next stage is obviously going to be deciding the configuration of sidings around this area, and then there's going to be some, I'm going to play about with this area yet. I didn't realise how far these curves were going to sweep out, so they've added into a little bit more space than I was hoping, but it's not a problem. This was just to use this area up, because obviously when the upper level's up, as you can see from the black tape, obviously the upper level is going to be here and all the way along here, so it's not going to be very easily seen to the eye. So thanks for sticking with me, and I hope that that's okay. We look forward to seeing you again soon, and thanks very much everybody for your support. For the people that have liked and subscribed to the videos, thanks ever so much. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the updates. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.